Right now, the Sarasota County Fair has returned. The event running through March 23rd. It's located over at the Sarasota County Fairgrounds. Always lots of fun there.
Yes, it is. The fair featuring new additions this year, including all the traditional fair fun like the food, rides, and so much more.
ABC 7's Ivy Morton joining us live now with a look inside the fair. Good evening, Ivy.
I am just here having so much fun at the fair. I've been trying to play this game. I'm not quite sure I'm good at it. They say if I get a... Oh, well, you know, I kind of just jinxed myself because I did just win. I'll save the fish for you guys, but if you get a ping pong ball in a cup, you do get a fish. And then there's so many other super fun prizes. Don't think you can't be a winner, because I did see people carrying gigantic stuffed animals. So if that's not reason enough to come to the fair, I'm looking at a deep fried Oreo sign next to a deep fried gator on a stick sign. There is so much cool food here. We saw a donut burger. So come on out and explore the Sarasota County Fair in Sarasota. Ivy Morton, ABC 7, your local station.
Congratulations, Ivy.
Yeah.
She's the proud owner of a new fish.
Talk about luck.
That was a great game.
Top story out of Bradenton. 3 people shot out on the Bradenton Riverwalk early this morning. One of the victims losing their life after being taken to an area hospital. 2 others still fighting to stay alive. Good evening and welcome to ABC 7 News at 6:30. I'm Brigham Harris. Bradenton police telling us that they are in the early stages of investigation as they continue to question witnesses about the crime. And ABC 7's Ivy Morton has more.
Shots ringing out right here at the Bradenton Riverwalk early Sunday morning, taking the life of one person and sending 2 others to the hospital. Just after 4 a.m., police getting a call. Shots fired here at Rossi Park. Residents of the area shocked, saying something like this has never happened before in this nice area.
I've been coming here several times a month. It's a wonderful place. Just shocked. I mean, you know, that such a thing could happen here.
One man woken up by this incident walks us through his morning.
It was like the middle of the night, and all of a sudden, bam, 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 lots of heavy caliber guns, it sounded like. Total of 15, 20 shots, who knows. Didn't count them. It seemed like forever. I kept my head down. Never saw anybody running. I didn't see any people. Sure did wake me up.
While sitting at the Riverwalk hours after the shooting, multiple residents telling me what they heard while expressing their surprise over this crime. I'm working to find out more. What we know now, there were at least 2 shooters and 2 suspects are now in custody. Bradenton Police Department telling me that they're also in the middle of questioning witnesses. In Bradenton, Ivy Morton, ABC 7, your local station.
Sarasota today, strong winds made the open water championship meet at Nathan Benderson Park a bit of a challenge. Dozens of young swimmers competing in the U.S. Open Championship. The kids didn't just have to worry about their opponents, but also the natural waters, distractions, and the current made by those strong winds. Some athletes swimming up to 10 kilometers in the lake, and ABC 7's Ivy Morton has more.
Sunday morning, young swimmers from around the country swimming in the open waters at Nathan Benderson Park. Parents and coaches watch on as they compete for first place, racing against their opponents and the natural elements.
We call it the NASCAR of swimming.
U.S. Open national referee Hector Acevedo says he's seen this event bring out the greatest in the swimmers.
The resiliency to swim for so long, sometimes in a pack, sometimes alone, it develops your resiliency, your ability to overcome very difficult challenges and get to the end, get to the goal.
Even through the windy conditions, all the swimmers had such big smiles. They said it was a difficult feat, but one that was well worth it. The swimmers also telling me about what this sport means to them.
It's just made me stronger overall, I feel like.
I feel like this meet has taught me that I can do things that I never thought I'd be able to do. This is my first time doing an open water meet, and I really didn't think that I'd be able to finish it, but finishing it left me with a lot of gratitude and made me more thankful for this experience.
Yeah, it gives you some discipline, and people when you tell people you're a swimmer, especially where we're from, they look at you with a little sense of you know what you're doing, you put hard work in every day.
It's taught me how to be disciplined and push myself even if you're tired.
It taught me hard work, and it also gave me a lot of new friends.
The team meeting their friend at the finish line to congratulate him after swimming against the current.
Trevor Donley tells us how his race was and also says he swam 7.5 kilometers in the lake at Nathan Benderson Park.
It was great, a lot of fun, a lot of contact at the start of the race, and I was cramping a lot, but overall went pretty well. So.
There's no doubt that the young swimmers will make a splash at their next meet. In Sarasota, Ivy Morton, ABC 7, your local station. Owning a flock of chickens could mean fresh breakfast every morning.
It gives us fresh eggs, which is obviously a great benefit, and they're just a great social animal.
But to some Suncoast residents, it means a lot more than that.
Helps them with having a chore to do and learning.
Carlin Godfrey and her family do use the chickens for eggs and meat, but she loves how her daughters learned about responsibility too. Luxuries Bradenton residents will soon be able to have.
With the prices of eggs right now, people have brought it up more. So can some people have chickens for the egg part of it more than just the pet part of it?
In Bradenton, new ordinances were announced to organize the keeping of chickens in single-family residences. After a city council workshop, the city was aware of complaints about pet chickens, but also the urge for citizens to be able to keep chickens for household use.
But I think it's something that's worth trying and seeing if there's a way. If something happens where it's not a good ordinance later on, or there is a lot of issues, we put in there where we can readdress it in 12 months or 18 months and really look at it.
And according to documents from the city of Bradenton, each household is allowed 4 hens, but no rooster, and each chicken run or chicken coop must have a 6-foot tall opaque wall built around it, and each permit must be renewed every year. With the passing of this ordinance, the city council has the opportunity to review the effects and either keep or toss the new rules. In Bradenton, Ivy Morton, ABC 7, your local station.
Break, of course, clogging up the roadways and the waterways as well. Both locals and visitors enjoying their time on the Gulf on their boats.
ABC 7's Ivy Morton has more tips and warnings to keep you safe on your next boat day.
Spring break on the Suncoast means thousands of visitors on the road, on the beaches, and in the water. As far as boating goes, tourists have the option to rent boats by the hour with a guide, go on fishing charters with licensed captains, or even venture out themselves. Although this is something that captains in Sarasota consider a big issue right next to boating under the influence. Local captains in the area are worried about the spring break crowds out in the Gulf and about regulations that allow visitors and spring breakers to come here, rent a boat, and captain it out in the bay with almost zero experience. Captain Rob Schaefer explains part of Lucy's Law and offers a solution to inexperienced boating.
If you were born, it's January 1st, 1988. If you were born after that date, you do have to have a Florida boater's license to operate the vessel. That doesn't mean you know how to be a boater. It just means you went online. So if you're going to rent a boat, though, be honest with whoever it is that's providing the boat as far as your experience with operating a boat. And if you really don't know what you're doing, just be safe. Hire a captain. Hire a licensed captain that knows what they're doing, that can take you out and show you a great time.
And if you don't have experience boating, there are several professionals in the area that can take visitors out for a cruise or a day fishing in the Gulf.
And Captain Chris, awesome man. He knows a lot more than I do about boating and stuff, so I felt very safe. He knew all the spots, and we caught some fish, so.
And no matter how you get out on the water, make sure to be safe on your next boat day. In Sarasota, Ivy Morton, ABC 7, your local station.